Let's see if we remember how to do this.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I could.
I also went there. 100% went there. But yeah.
It's impossible not to. Especially like the only Critical Role campaign I've actually seen was like, or listened to, was the second one. And they did that on the regular.
So it's really baked in there.
Yeah, it was already in my head. And specifically because I was like, I always would listen to that while I was painting. And so it's like, that was one of the stupid things I would like my brain would actually be like,
stimming.
Yeah, suddenly like, oh, we're on.
My
Show's on.
My current audio stim right now that I'm like, I pick up on it and I just start singing is in the game Marathon, the new one that just came out.
Every time I'm on Discord, it's like, oh, Spooky's playing Marathon.
I've not played a shooter like that in a long time. It's been out for a month. I got like 55 hours in it.
Shit. Plus racing.
But yeah, the current stim is when you ping something.
Yeah.
To mark it for your allies and stuff like that. One of the voice lines is "Take a look." And I'm just like, take a look.
Yeah,
it's in a book. It's reading Rainbow.
That is exactly where my brain went to.
It happens on the regular playing. It's so funny.
Sick.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, so we missed listeners. Sorry, we missed one upload cycle, whatever. We've been on the every other Thursday train.
We just wanted to change it up.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
It'll still be every other Thursday because I was like, we're just going to miss an entire one and just stick to the exact same.
Yeah.
Because, well, life just got in the way.
Life finds a way.
You just saw that.
I did. It was great in theater. Like, I wish I got to go see it like in a theater proper, like back in the day. But it was really cool seeing it with like people that have seen the movie dozens and dozens of times because like the crowd reaction was sweet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, the amount of jeering to Dr. Ian Malcolm just like laid out like a fucking pinup model was so funny.
Yeah. Have you seen Tyler Turnbull?
Yeah,
who does does the thrift store painting and then makes them nerdified?
Yeah,
did a big old Jurassic Park one.
No way, really?
Yeah, with like in the clouds, Dr. Ian Malcolm in that pose.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I forgot how fucking great he is in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely his best.
He's actually pretty good in that whole series.
Yeah.
Whenever he was in it. But that series, I haven't even seen the new one. We're getting off the rails already. I love this. How the fuck was the new one nominated for Academy Awards?
I don't know because that's the new one with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Yeah.
So the one before that, there was literally dinosaurs in winter.
Yeah.
And as I said that, I realized that they addressed that in the first movie that I just watched. So we're going to speed right through that.
Speed race that. But yeah, the one before ScarJo was hot garbage.
Yeah, I heard that one's just like, because it was a trilogy and the last one was just cashing in on nostalgia from what I heard. That's all it was doing.
I would say the last two were all of that.
Yeah, because I saw the first Jurassic World. I was like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it was like entertaining. It's just dinosaurs killing things and each other. Like that was fine. But then, oh boy.
And then there was a Mosasaurus, which kind of my favorite. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's the series rules, except for the new ones. And anything after the first Jurassic World, it's like I wish they made Pacific Rim 2. You know, that'd be sweet. Yeah.
Instead of the Pacific Rim 2, we got
we got a second one.
Yeah.
I'm not acknowledging it. That's why.
Yeah.
You
don't need to.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's heinous. Well, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Some Assembly Required. I'm one of your hosts, Jared, at Caffeinated Miniatures on the internets. And my friend with me here today,
I am Spooky Andrew. You can find me at Andar Premilon, and we're happy to be here, guys.
Yeah, dudes.
I have a lot to talk about. I have so many
Spooky
things.
was literally dancing in his chair. That's how happy he is to be here. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
I don't know why vocal stims, but I, this morning, had fucking Torn from Natalie Imbruglia stuck in my head. I have no idea why. And Karen was like, can we stop? I was like, did you know that song is a cover. It was originally released in 1995 by some obscure band that I don't even remember the name of. She's like, I did not care. Can we please stop?
I did not ask. Fucking amazing.
I'm just trying to drink coffee in silence, and you're ruining it.
You can talk after I've had this much coffee.
Yeah.
A marriage. I love it.
Yeah. Karen is in fact the best. She does normally put up with all of my random vocal stims. But yeah, this morning she's like, can we not?
Can we just take it down a little bit?
I was like, but it's the 90s classic. I know what song it is.
Amazing.
Yeah, dude. Well, you've got lots to talk about. What the hell have you been working on?
I've been working on so much, dude. So me and my buddy Blair have been slamming through Forbidden Psalms. We're about to play scenario number 9. Entitled The Forbidden Psalm. So it's like penultimate to the first campaign.
Yeah.
And I finally just about. I've got the base left to do, but I've finished the Corpse Collector.
Yeah.
Went a little crazy on the Blood for the Blood God, but I think it turned out really nice. So that's done. Also, I've been working on writing a game.
I know.
First playtest went really good, and I'm changing a couple things up, hitting another playtest, and I'm doing this all before I write all the fluff and random nonsense to go along with it.
Yeah, for sure.
I made that mistake once before, and I may never return to that game again.
Yeah, you definitely need to make sure you have a functional core loop of a game.
Yeah.
Before you make it pretty.
Yeah, and one of the challenges I'm facing is, so it's a ship combat game. The ships have stat block all on their own, and then you get a captain, and they have a stat block. So trying to lay out the roster sheet where the information is quick and accessible, and you're not having to check one box, next box, add them together type of thing, and just figure out how that layout works, has been really interesting. Definitely more as we progress through, or as I progress through developing it, those things start making a lot more sense, especially you pick up on those details from other games.
Yep.
So I've been enjoying that. Sorry, there was a cat.
There's always a cat.
There's always a cat. I finished kit bashing my dudes for Forbidden Seas.
Yeah, baby.
I found a metal mini that I got from work. I have no idea. I think. I have no idea what it's from. But yeah. So I've got 6 pirates now.
And so your metal mini is like a pirate lady, right?
Yes. Because I did not have enough ladies in my pirate crew. I wanted to balance it out. So those are dry brushed and ready to go for some slab chopping.
Red arm.
Yeah. I am really looking forward to, I've gotten really inspired to look at 40K again, because 11th edition seems to change everything I hate about 40K.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just not interested in playing a tournament game, and I'm really interested in playing a war game. So if they make it more of a war game and less of a tournament game, I might be in.
Yep.
Especially if they're going to expedite how things work and speed that process along. I'm pretty all in for it.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things in that game is that everything, basically, every faction is some sort of horde army, more or less. I've seen some, even Custodes, where you've got fucking 25 or 30 models, and those are bikes, and it's not just duders.
Yeah, jetpacks and tanks.
So you're rolling a metric shit ton of dice all the time. And it used to be, the joke that you'd have to roll, your orcs would just you roll a bucket of dice, but it's fucking that way for just about everything now.
Yeah.
That definitely slows the game down.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't know if they're able to make it a little more fun and interactive in terms of more than just standing on circles, I think that could be cool.
Yeah. If there's a bit more of the gameplay helps you tell the story, because I don't feel 40K has that when you're playing with circle objectives. It feels like a competitive game at that point. And yeah, which
is fine, but that's not what you're looking for.
No, I want something that's more thematic than stand on point A, deny point B.
Yeah, terraform this objective.
Yeah. So that all being said, I've been thinking okay, well, if I did get back into 40K, what faction do I want to play? Because I got rid of my entire Blood Angel army.
Yeah.
When I was I'm never playing 40K again. And I've always wanted to do Chaos. And I love Iron Warriors. I painted quite a few of them, but I don't want to do that again because that's a lot.
It's a lot of hazard stripes.
It's a lot of hazard stripes, and I'm too anal to do it just freehand. So I'm going to be taping it all off, and I don't want to do that. So I've decided on doing the Word Bearers because I really want to do Chaos. And I was not going to do Chaos, but then with the big boom of paint pens that have been coming out,
Yeah.
it's so attainable now that
To do all the trim.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I just can't stand about Chaos is doing trim.
I don't understand. Like, it's just such a weird design aesthetic that they're like, chaos means they have a metric fuck ton of trim. I don't understand it. So it's like, it was, you could tell who was going to be a heretic because their armor had more trim, or did being in the warp just add more trim to their armor? I don't understand this.
Yeah. My headcanon is that they've been gone for 10,000 years and they put trim on all their armor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We need something to do.
But yeah, I've been playing around with building some lists, and it's just like Masters of Possession, Dark Communes, just Chosen, Possessed, crazy demon fucking
Sick.
I want the army to look like the cover of a Bolt Thrower album.
I mean, that's a hell of a vibe to go for sure.
Demon maxing.
Demon maxing.
That's it for Tabletop and Minis, but I wrapped up my Death in Space campaign.
Hell yeah,
and
brother.
I felt so bad because I meant to order children's logic puzzles to throw at them for when they had locked doors, and I totally fucking forgot. So we got like to the door and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to order that fucking game of Rush Hour to make you sit there and solve a puzzle in 5 minutes.
So what did you do?
I pulled out Jezball on the laptop and I was like, okay, you've got 10 lives, get to level 5. They did it, which is great. But yeah, anytime I throw Jezball at somebody, they're like, how the fuck does this game work actually? And I'm like, did not everybody play this growing up in the computer lab?
No.
Because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
But no, it went really, really well. Unfortunately, the entire party died.
Classic.
Yeah.
Like right at the end?
Right at the end. So like they realized that the giant terraforming tower was powered by human because the amount of information that comes in, no computer was powerful enough to handle that.
Okay.
So you had to hook somebody into the tower.
Awesome.
So that it could work. The reason that the tower is dying is because it's been so long since someone changed out the human. They're just like gone. So they kept trying to plug themselves into the machine and kept failing all the checks. Everybody just rolled like hot dog shit. So everybody died.
Awesome.
So yes, they did die in space.
Title accurate.
Yes.
It's a biblically accurate Death in Space campaign.
100%. So no, it was really good. We did a full day of playing. We like stopped and went for dinner at Korean barbecue, came back, finished it up. It was good.
Hell yeah. So you played for what, like 7 hours?
Yeah, like 7-8 hours. And then we finished the night watching Aliens.
Sick.
Yeah. And now I'm working on my new campaign, which is going to be Shadow Dark. And just yesterday, I got all the PDFs sent to me for all of the new expansions.
Oh, baby.
So now I've got the new classes.
Yeah.
And if you pick a wizard, now you can be a druid, or now you can be a sorcerer and pick different spell lists.
Okay, sick.
Which is really cool. But yeah, Shadow Dark has a really great thing where you can take first and second Dungeons and Dragons and OSE stuff and easily port it over.
Okay.
Like it takes no finagling at all.
Yeah.
And it still works off of a D20 system and not THACO, which big points.
Yeah.
Because fuck THACO. THACO is all about exclusion. I don't support it.
Fuck exclusion.
Yes. So I picked up the Temple of Elemental Evil. I got the original one. And so I'm going to run that.
Minus all of the verbiage and endless reading in it?
Yes. So upon doing research, Goodman Games had the license to reprint a bunch of old TSR campaigns.
Damn.
And so what they did was they made Adventures Reincarnated. They did 9 of them. They can only sell 1 of them now because WotC fucking pulled the license on them.
Classic.
Yeah. So like they did the Keep on the Borderlands. They did Temple of Elemental Evil. They did like a bunch of the classics. And the way that they did these was the first chunk of the book was designer notes, interviews, them talking about writing the original adventure,
That's
original
actually
concepts, sick. And then a 1-to-1 scan of the old adventure. And then they have in the second half of the book, the 5th edition version that they rewrote, fixed everything, redid the verbiage, added more art. So I found the PDFs for that for Temple of Elemental Evil. And then at my work, someone had dropped off the used RPGs and the used RPG section, Keep on the Borderlands. So I'm going to pick that up too.
Sick. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on that.
Dude, those are some hell of pickups over the last like week or whatever.
I've been busy. I've been very busy.
That and packing to move. Yeah. So,
And Dungeon Fest.
Yeah. You're packing to move to Dungeon Fest.
That's
sick.
correct. I'm moving into the Blackfoot.
Yes, listeners, we now have a dope ass goblin.
Oh, he's so good.
That we shall be selling.
And figuring out a name for.
Yeah.
Because everyone's asking, what's his name? And I'm like, I don't know.
It's Jimmy the Slav.
The Slavic Goblin.
The Slavlin.
But yeah, more on that soon. What have you been working on, buddy?
Oh, dude. Well, I did like mostly take apart the studio, at least all the lighting and everything, because that shit takes up so much visual space because we're listing our house. So the photographer comes on Tuesday. So like 2 days from today, listener, and it's being listed on Thursday. So I did a lot of just like staging and bullshittery around the house. Our exterior finally got painted from all of the hail damage yesterday when it was like 13 degrees yesterday and today is snowing.
Yep. So perfect timing.
Fucking spring in Calgary. But I too kit bashed all of my duders for Forbidden Seas.
They look so good.
And I made a fucked up skull upon a skull.
Yeah, it's amazing. Hand. I'm like looking at my ship and I'm like, fuck, I should have done something cool. That's really cool.
Well, it's all shout out to Hobby Dungeon Andrew for hooking me up with the sweet stuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had made a video about it and then had comments about it being like, I don't know, maybe you need to do more to like tie it so it's not like a raft upon a raft. I'm like, my dudes, this is Forbidden Psalm.
Yeah.
Like raft upon a raft is fully the vibe we're going
It's
for.
a life choice.
Yeah, this is, they found this skull and they had rope. Full stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all, I primed it took them to the Hobby Dungeon school of priming where I just grabbed a giant brush and just mashed paint like primer into it to try to get some more texture on there. And then did a zenithal with ice yellow.
Ooh.
And I was initially just going to paint them all with oils, but seeing Trent do all of the painting with gouache that he's been doing, it reminded me that I have a box of like 48 different colors of gouache that I got at some point, probably after one of the last oil painting videos that I did, because every time you paint with oils on the internet, you have a lot of comments about how
you should try gouache.
Yeah, because Gamsol's dangerous and blah, 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 blah. So I got one to appease the people of the internet. And then after I got it was probably like, no, fuck you. But I want to try to see if I can do something similar because it's like, so you can reactivate it with water. So it's like you can really paint reductively, which is what I like about oil painting. And so, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot with all that. And I need a sip of coffee. Coffee. Oh. I putted together some Necron duders.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I want to mess around with the lore more or less of Necrons, because so my understanding with, having 15 seconds of lore knowledge with the Necrons is that when they did this biotransference, all of like the warriors and all of the peons, they basically are just robots now.
Yeah,
like they
mind wiped.
They have no sense of mind left. And then all of the, cause it's very much like Egyptian lore pretty much, right?
What if Tomb Kings in space?
Yeah, really. And so all of the pharaoh equivalents, they still have some sense of self.
Yes.
And even Zarek has, he has, based on the lore, more perception and all of these receptors all over his metal body.
Yeah.
So he can still perceive everything. And so, you get some of these dynasties again, super fucking Egyptian. You've got these dynasties, some of them that are like looking to redo, like renegotiate this biotransference and like transfer it back, and then some that don't want it and whatever. And so my thought is that, okay, so what if these freaks are like, they have like shreds of clothing and stuff on them to try to like get some sense of like feeling like, oh no, we are in fact mortal.
Yes.
Hello, fellow kids.
Fellow kids.
Yeah, exactly that kind of vibe. So I want to just like, I've used gauze
Nice.
before for this because you can like tear it apart and shred it a bit. And then with like extra thin super glue, it turns rock
hard.
fucking hard.
Yeah.
And I might try melting it a bit too, just to like make it extra weird and crunchy and different. And so I put together 5 warriors and then I haven't even primed them yet, but I grabbed the Grim Rust, one of the rust textures from the Army Painter, and just like mashed it into a bunch of places.
That's such a good rust texture.
Yeah, I think that shit kicks ass.
It's so much better than typhus corrosion because I actually just tried typhus corrosion for the first time in a while, and I was like, this is just like a shitty texture.
It's just like,
and it's like not that much texture either.
It's texture paste.
Yeah, like I don't know, it's like just wet texture, whereas like the rust actually like gives it corrosion look.
Yeah,
and it's the right color.
If you use that stuff, and you can like tint it with whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't care about that color because I'm now going to prime over it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add more texture to it.
Totally.
So yeah, and then I'm going to now, at this point, now I'll mess around with like adding some like bits of cloth. And like, yeah, we just went through the fact that the warriors really are just mindless slobs, but what if they weren't?
Yeah. What if yours had like a flicker of consciousness behind their eyes?
Enough to be like, oh, if I put clothing on.
Like I just go about my day as normal. I'm gonna put my pants on.
I've got a sock.
That fucking rules.
And yeah, so there'll be like more and more shreds of clothing as it goes up to like, you know, like a lord will have more clothing.
Have you seen, I'm going to totally forget what the fuck they're called, but they're like the flares, the Necron.
Yeah. The fuck, I would have said what they were, and now I totally forgot. The guys that have like shreds of skin and stuff on them.
Yeah.
The God damn it! Hold on, we need to know.
Hey Siri, what's the guys in the Warhammer Necron skin dudes called?
You're gonna get some weird shit popping up.
Skin dudes, give me.
Let's go on to the Warhams.
I need more 3D D3s. Give me more Tane.
More taint?
No, it's old Tim and Eric skit.
I know, but it was an opportunity to say taint. The flayed ones.
The flayed ones. That's what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole point of this army is to do it on the cheap. So either getting like primarily used models and then potentially also from Forge World East and then fucking them up.
Yes.
And so I might just like make my own flayed ones.
Yeah. I really want to, with these word bearers I have in mind, I really want to experiment with textures and stuff like that. I've been watching a lot of the grimdark compendium videos and just seeing what they do to achieve certain things. Like they'll get small pieces of copper wire and just wrap it around the wrist type of thing. Or like you did, like add some texture paint before priming. One of the coolest ones I saw was they took those rolling papers.
Yeah, he sent that to Andrew and I.
I was like, dude, this is the sickest shit ever. Because like, even just with some Mod Podge and like throwing a bit of oil on it, it looks perfect.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the rolling papers was fucking genius.
Yeah.
Because you get like the variation of thickness of the paper, especially when you cut it into like a small scale like that.
Yeah.
So they used it for parchment. They used it for books, all sorts of shit. Like it's so cool.
Yeah. They even like hit it with a lighter and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it looks so good. Yeah. I definitely want to experiment with that, especially with word bearers. They're going to have tons of fucking paper and stuff on them.
Yeah.
So I've got some jeweler's chain as well.
We're book learned.
We bring you the word. And
very nice.
They also, I was reading into their lore, and they absolutely fucking obliterated ultramarines.
Yeah.
And destroyed some of their planets. So I'm like, these guys are cool in my books.
Anything that's anti-blueberry is good in my book.
Yeah. Tell Robute to throw out that spreadsheet. That planet's gone.
Get rid of it. Make it go.
Yeah. So I'm very much looking forward to a big project like that.
Yeah, so I was talking to our boy James, one of the godfathers of the Calgary Cabal.
Shout out Calgary Cabal.
Shout it out, boys. Because he was like kind of hype on 3rd edition. And so that's what got me started into Necrons, because it was so cool how they introduced the Necrons. Because like 2002, which like 3rd edition in 2002, I think is when they got their first codex. And before that, it was very much like an RPG kind of introduction, because it's like no one knows what these fucking things are. So you can be like at the game store and playing a game and like, what is a Necron? We don't know. And so they just like rolled it out because like some fucking guardsman that's just fighting things and then now has this undead fucking robot coming at it, has no idea what's going on. So like you as the player are in the exact same fucking boat.
That's cool.
Which is kind of sick.
I like that.
Because they were introduced like kind of before that. Like you saw models come out in like maybe 2001, but they didn't get a full codex until 2002. And it was just like, I mean, and then after that, they kind of like figured things out and there was a bunch of redoing of history and whatever, which is fine. I actually think where their lore is at is actually super cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of what they kind of retconned and changed, I'm down with. I know it'll piss some people off, but welcome to the internet. And yeah, so that's what got me on it. It was like, okay, so 3rd edition is neat because first of all, if you were playing like Space Marines, you'd have like a fucking captain, like a unit or two and a tank. And like, that's an army.
Yeah. That's like your full battle force.
Yes. And so I'm like, that's cool. Even if that's not like, even if I don't play it a lot, it's like, I could just develop enough dudes to just be able to play this whenever.
Yeah.
And I know lots of people have a lot of nostalgia for those old games. And in some ways it's cool. And in other ways they're so fucking clunky that it kind of sucks to play.
Yeah.
I mean, they've obviously like they swung entirely the other way with like now you have 6 million dudes to move around and roll dice for and whatever. But yeah, I can be good with both of those. But yeah, it just like got me reading a little bit about the Lores and the Lorax.
The Lorax?
The Lorax.
You speak with the trees?
Yeah, and so I just like I kind of got hype on it and then thought, because oil painting, I'm back on that whole like just trying to make things interesting as fast as I fucking can.
Yeah, I'm very much on that wavelength too right now because with the Corpse Collector, I just blasted base coats and then hit it with I'm gonna say grimdark, but it's not the streaking grime.
Yeah,
and I just did the reductive technique,
the grimdarking grime.
Yeah, and I was like, I forgot how good this is. It looks good. It's easy. And I definitely want to explore into the oils. And I've got a burnt umber and I have a water soluble oil black, but I'm like, no, I need the actual one.
Yeah, I've never even played with the water soluble stuff to see how water soluble it is, like how it actually behaves.
I tried using it on my Mordheim terrain and I don't think it worked very well because it was just constantly clogging like my airbrush and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's also like, even if you're brushing it on, you've got so much more surface tension with water than you do with mineral spirits that I don't see it working the same.
No, it was clunky and a pain in the ass. So definitely want to pick some of that up. Cause yeah, I just want to, for the word bearers, just do like a black base coat, hit it a couple zenithals of red, pick out some details in terms of just like the trim.
And then slop some shit over it.
Yeah. Just do black. Make it dark and scary.
Right arm, bro.
I want to play with oils too.
Right arm.
Yeah,
well,
dog.
The other thing I don't have words. I started reading Vor.
How
the Vor.
Is it?
I really like Brian Catling because you have to open a book and just be prepared to feel weird and uncomfortable.
Cool.
It's very sick. Like there's no real way to explain it other than you just need to experience it. And like, that is the best way. Same thing with Hollow, because I've read Hollow and I was like, hang on, like The Vor was his first novel that he released. and subsequently, like that has become a trilogy. So like I really need to read that because Hollow is awesome. So yeah, I got that, started reading it. But also, you know, for the past week, I've been doing homework stuff and also trying not to die because as I sound right now, this is much improved as to what it was a couple of days ago. So
yeah, he had a bit of a cold.
I had a wee bit of a cold.
A little bit of a cold.
Yeah. At least I'm not like coughing my guts out now. So that's good.
Yeah. Speaking of books, I'm on the last 200 pages of the 6th book for the Red Rising series.
The final countdown.
It's such a good book, and everyone tells me this is the one that's going to hurt you the most. And I'm like, I'm not there yet. And it's a pending sense of the bad stuff is coming, but the book keeps getting better. I'm just like, oh my God, like huge character development.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like big plot reveal. You're like, wow, this is like so good. And I'm like, it's going to come crashing down so hard.
And it's like, now you're getting this compression of like, there's less and less and less left. So it's going to hurt even more.
Just compression anxiety. Just like, oh, no. So I was like, I know it's going to be in the last couple pages. And then I'm going to be stuck waiting for the 7th book to come out.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, like, there is a 7th book theoretically coming out, right?
Yes. He's working on it. He was supposed to have it ready for summer 2026 or spring 2026. But he's like, I'm delaying that. It's not.
Yeah.
I have over 1,000 pages. The editors had a couple looks at it, but we're not quite ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it. Damn you, Pierce Brown.
And this is why I'm like, I don't want to start this series because I don't want to be stuck on some sort of cliffhanger that's going to kill me like Spooky will be.
Yeah. It's good.
It's okay.
Yeah. I have a lot of book series lined up for after this that I want to dive into. One of my friends, one of my friends got me Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Oh yes, yeah.
I've heard amazing things from that, so they got me the first book for my birthday, so I'll be reading that.
Yeah.
I've also got House of Leaves that I need to finish.
Oh yeah.
I've got Hollow by Brian Catling I need to read.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, you do.
I'm sure I've got some others in there. I just can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl and Hollow are like
so
like polar opposites in so many ways. But
yeah, I think I'm going to save Carl till after Hollow.
Yeah, because then you go from like Hollow, which is all about like you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel weird. And then you can just go to fucking Duke Nukem, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I really enjoy video game reviews and video essays about video games.
Yeah.
I forgot how fucking horrible some of the Duke Nukem content is. Looking back at it, I'm like, whoa. Yeah, it
has not aged well.
It has not aged well, especially the Duke Nukem Forever, which is already a fucking shit game.
Yeah, and not even that old, really. No, like some of the content in that shit for when it came out is like stunning.
Yeah, because I think it came out in 2007, but I know it was in developmental hell for like 10 years or something insane. But yeah, that game, brutal. Yeah,
some real winner content.
Some real winner content for sure. But no, I'm so hyper fixated on Marathon right now. I'm getting a ton of my buddies involved in playing it with me because the game is good.
So what is Marathon?
Marathon is the new one that just came out, titled Marathon, is a continuation of the series of Marathon games from the 1990s, which Bungie had made before Halo.
Yeah.
And
then Halo took over their life.
100%. Marathon was a stepping point between Doom and Quake in terms of like the evolution of first person shooters.
Yeah.
So there's some things in Marathon that were like pretty unique.
Yeah.
By the way, the first classic Marathon is free on Steam if you want to check it out. Okay. The soundtrack bangs.
Sick.
So this new Marathon is a continuation of that storyline. And Marathon is filled with rampant AIs, corporations that are just incredibly evil and control everything.
Okay, so modern life, yep.
Totally. There's elements of eldritch horror, which is really cool. Crazy alien species and stuff like that. And the premise of this game is the Marathon ship, which Mars sold the moon Deimos to Earth.
Okay.
Because they were so fucking in debt. So a corporation took the moon and made a colony ship out of it.
Okay, yeah, classic.
Yeah.
As you do.
And so they sent this across the galaxy to a planet called Tau Ceti 4.
Okay.
On the way there, on the marathon ship, that's when the first marathon game happens from the 90s. And an AI called Durandal goes rampant and wakes you up, and you play as a battle droid, which is just, think of Undead Master Chief with a bunch of cybernetic augments.
All right, I mean.
Yeah. And so this new game picks up, because they lost the ship when it was traveling. But this is, I want to say it's 100 years after the ship was rediscovered. They sent
And again, this ship was the moon.
Yeah. So, and it was developed to settle a planet called Tau Ceti 4.
Okay.
Which they got there. They set up colonies. There's 30,000 people on the ship. And then they just vanished. And so all these corporations were like, well, we need to know what the fuck happened. We need to recoup our losses.
How are we going to make money off of this?
We need to recover the assets. So they're sending you, which you are a runner. You are in a biosynthetic shell.
Okay.
And your consciousness gets transferred into these shells, and you're deployed. You take different contracts from these different corporations. So you go in, you look for like some files and stuff like that, and then you get out. And you're fighting not just one of the evil corporations, robots that are just everywhere, but also other players.
Okay.
So it's the gameplay loop is great. It's just an extraction shooter, but
yeah,
it doesn't feel like an extraction shooter. It feels more like just a really good first-person shooter.
Cool.
But everything you do progresses the game. There's different shells which have different abilities. Some are more stealth, some are more in your face. I'm going to hit you with big rockets.
And like you pick the shell?
Yeah. And then everything that you're doing.
So it's like picking your class.
Yeah. So there's like a recon that can ping enemies through walls.
Yeah.
There's an assassin that can turn invisible. There's one called a destroyer who gets a big shield and has rockets on their shoulders.
Fuck yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's the orc.
Totally. But what I find is really interesting is as you're playing the game, depending on your shell, it's changing how you interact with loot and what your approach to every situation.
Okay.
So if you're going to be a more stealth guy, you're going to take certain weapons that are going to allow you to either get really close up or stay really far away.
Yeah.
And your approach to all these different enemies is based on your playstyle, which I think is really cool and unique for an extraction shooter.
Yeah, totally. Because a lot of them have these ideas of like, oh, this is your class or whatever the hell they call it. But functionally, it all ends up the exact same.
Yeah. This one, it's like you have to build out your kit every time you hop in. So even just based on what you're bringing in is going to affect how you play that run. And
so you have like other players that are also doing like can be doing this at the exact same time, and they're there to fuck you over or to do their thing. But if you're in their way, they're going to pop you.
Yeah. Like Arc Raiders is another game that does this where it's a PvPvE.
Yeah.
And that one,
I mean, and Arc has been like all over the internets for like their different ways of trying to jail the people that are just being rats and trying to snipe people at the extraction points.
Yeah. The Arc Raiders is like, someone said it best. It was the Coco Melon of extraction shooters.
Yeah.
I was like, because that one's much more lenient. Like there's proximity chat where you can be like, hey, I'm friendly. And Arc Raiders is really great about that. Marathon is like, we move so fast and we hit so hard. It's you either do or die.
Yeah.
So like you can try, sometimes it'll work, but it's best just to shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
So,
you're a runner. You're just running.
Yeah. Run, bitch.
Run, murder, run.
But no, I've been really hyped on this, and my buddy Mason has been checking out, I think Skullforge made some miniatures for it.
Yes.
And I'm like, I really want to try painting them because there's not a lot of texture on the models, but there's a lot of color that like fills in the gap of the lack of texture and stuff like that. And I'm like, I would love to just paint one of those to see how that works.
Shout out to my boy Jordan, Skullforge Studios.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
But yeah, because Jordan does a lot of totally not this IP, but really this IP.
Yeah.
Because he's done a bunch of Dune and all sorts of stuff like that too.
I think he did Helldivers too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Helldivers, definitely not Helldivers.
Heck divers.
Yeah. Shitloads of definitely not Star Wars too.
Yeah. Another thing
boy.
that I've been all about right now is the board game called Arcs.
Oh, dude, Arcs fucking rips.
So good. We played it yesterday and it was awesome. I creeped out of nowhere with the victory, which was fucking amazing. But yeah, my one buddy Sylvia, she had so we played with the lore and leaders card, which changed how the game works, how your setup works and everything. And it was crazy because they were able to tax their cities and stuff twice in a turn.
Okay.
But it damages them once.
Yeah.
So they were able to go in and like be really aggressive at the beginning, which painted a huge target on them. So once I had enough ships and stuff like that, I sailed right over and just tore them apart. And they were left with maybe 3 ships on the board and no cities. So, and then
hello, Sylvia. I'm here to nuke you from orbit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that meant that they had a lot of resources to play with. So it was a race against how many points can you get for these resources versus how many can I deny you now that you don't have a board presence.
Yeah.
So it was a fantastic game. It went really good, neck and neck, right up until the very end.
Yeah. So like Arcs and Root are 2 of the games, like board games, that made me like come to the conclusion that, oh no, maybe some board games actually are legitimately cool.
They're both so good.
Yeah.
I 100% would say yes to play those at any time. And like both of those games seem like a lot at first. That like initial reading of the rulebook, you're like, this is a lot. But
legitimately just opening the fucking box, you're just like, that is an overwhelming state.
Yeah, there's a lot of bits and pieces. But once you get through like a round, even a few turns, you're like, it just clicks. It's super streamlined in terms of how the game works. So yeah, I could laud over it for forever.
Yeah, man, those games are so bloody cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And like expansions and stuff for Root. Yeah.
Which they have a Kickstarter going on right now and they're doing insanely well.
Yeah.
I think they wanted like 40,000 and they're at like 1.4 million right now.
Which means it'll never come out.
Yeah, pretty much. No, they'll do incredibly well.
I was talking about a now 3-year-old campaign, laughing about a 3-year-old campaign that may or may not ever come out amongst the wargaming sphere. With some friends. It's just like, I enjoy going to it periodically just to read the comments because I feel vindicated.
Yes.
Although simultaneously I feel bad for anyone that like
is waiting,
didn't get a refund in the time frame when they still could.
Yeah.
And so now they're just fucking like maybe
sitting there.
Maybe in July you'll get the first wave of whatever the fuck you ordered.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's so frustrating. Yeah. I actually got a whole bunch of Kickstarters, digital stuff sent to me on Friday. I got both my Dark Forest, which is Redwall meets Shadow Dark.
Yes, dude. I will really super want to play that.
Yes. I can send you the PDFs too. They're so good. Just like all the different like critter races.
Yes.
It's like Bloomborough, but like just dark fantasy.
Yeah.
And it fucking rules. I haven't had much time to go through it other than just quickly scrolling in between games at Marathon. But then I also received yesterday, no, it would have been Friday as well. I got all my digital content from the new Shadow Dark Kickstarter, and going through all the different classes, that is awesome.
Yeah. When you said you received like a bunch of Kickstarters or were receiving a bunch of Kickstarters, like, dude, that kind of sucks since you're about to move, but digital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I also had to go in and change my address for my Kickstarters.
Yes. Yes, Spooky. Yes.
Yes. So I had to reach out to one of the Kickstarters because everything else was fine to change the address to, but one of them was locked in.
Yeah.
Big shout outs to the homies at Black Magic Creative, JP and Jeremy. Was very stoked on Voidbirth, still very stoked on Voidbirth, but I had to email them. Well, I had to reach out to change my address because GameFound would no longer let me do this. And so I considered my options here. I could have, just shot Jeremy a message on Discord, being like, hey, dude, can you just change my address for my Kickstarter? Here's my pledge number. But I was like, no, he's got a business. Like, I'm going to go through the proper channels.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send him an email. And then
from the email that you used to.
Yeah. So of course I would send the email from the email I used that I set up my GameFound account with, just because I'm sure help. And so I said, hey dude, like I'm looking to change my address. P.S. I made this email when I was 15 and thought I was really cool.
And the email address is?
It is skateboard fever, SK8 board fever.
So like within seconds of you sending that email, I get a message from Jeremy that's like, you have to talk with Spooky on the podcast about his email address. I was like, oh yeah, which one? He's like, skateboard fever. I was like, oh yeah, tell me you made this email address as a kid without telling me. And so then he sent me just the PS part of the email address. Like, fucking nailed it.
Yeah. Within seconds of sending that email, I also got a message on Discord from him. And it was just a GIF of, I want to say it's Ryan DeCenzo doing a kickflip on CBC News.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah, dude. And he's like, we kind of chuckled about it. And he's like, all right, JP's going to send you an email to get that sorted out for you. And then I get an email from JP be like, hey, dude, let me know the details or your new shipping address, and we'll get this updated for you. I also need to know where to send this sick Alien Workshop chain wallet for you. And then to top that off, twice in 1 week this happens because we're finalizing something for Dungeon Fest. Oh, wait, we already talked about this. Yeah, we're getting a model done for Dungeon Fest for our mascot. And so we were dealing with payment for that.
Yeah.
Big shout out to MageWorks. Joe, you're a fucking beauty.
Yeah.
This is the coolest little guy ever.
Did such a good job.
Yeah. Above and beyond, honestly. So he's like, okay, where do I send the payment link to? I was like, oh, you could just send it to the Dungeon Fest email. No problem. Realizing that the payment request was through PayPal. And I was like, I don't even think we have this set up. So I was like, hey, I'm a Luddite. Can you just send it to my email address, Skateboard Fever? And in brackets, yes, I know. I made this when I was younger and thought I was really, really cool. And he just starts laughing. And so there was a bit of solace of it happened twice in a week.
In a week, yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like you make an email address to just like funnel all your shit in. And especially like early 2000s, it's like, who cares? No one's really using emails.
Yeah, well, it's like that's when, like, you know, I don't even remember. I had the stupidest fucking Hotmail account that I created in like 2001, maybe.
Yeah.
And like MSN. Yeah.
Yeah. I envy my dad. He had one that was like dumb enough that it was fun, but also worked. And like, because he had, so now a defunct email, but it was let's rock at shaw.ca.
Sick.
I was like, that's so good.
Yeah. I got a Gmail account when you still had to be invited.
Yeah. Sick.
That's old school. That's how old my Gmail account is.
Yeah. Anytime I see some of the emails, I'm like, because I don't think iCloud's a thing anymore. Those are old.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get at Hotmail anymore. That's gone.
Yeah, they changed all of that to whatever, some other bullshit. And so like, can you still get a Yahoo one? Like, I know you can, so maybe not in like Canada, but there's definitely places in the world where you still get Yahoo. And yeah.
I think Shaw's gone too, because they're Rogers now, so.
Fucking bastards.
Which, fuck Shaw and Rogers. Hate them. Had an issue with billing, and they were like, yeah, we're charging you a $70 fee. And they're like, why? It's not even in our T&C. So we had to hop on there and argue with them. And he's like, it's in this section. They're like, can you show me where? Because that literally doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're refunding you. We're like, good.
It's in this section. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That section doesn't exist, motherfucker. Yeah. The thing is, welcome to Canada, where anything telecom, you're just there to get fucked. Like,
yeah, we have no choice.
You are just an inconvenience between them and their money.
Yeah. It's you're slammed between pretty much just two companies now.
Yeah.
So, yay, happy days.
Yeah, I could fucking rant about that forever.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Sons of bitches. Who drew those?
That was one of Chrissy's coworkers, Shelby. She was, because Chrissy has pictures of our cats on her desk at work.
Yeah, and the drawings of these cats are fucking awesome.
They're pretty great.
Very legit.
Yeah. I've got a concert tomorrow.
This is the literally that I am whatever, and then my name's Jeff.
Yeah, totally. It's the dichotomy between those two is unreal.
Yes, I am taking a photo.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, concert. What concert are you going to?
Me and the homie Blair are gonna hit up Uwada with Mortis.
Oh, I forgot that. Like that's this week.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm so excited. Apparently, Mortis is going to do more of his industrial stuff than Dungeon Synth.
Yep.
Because when we saw them, it was with Mayhem and Imperial Triumphant, and he did a full Dungeon Synth set, which fucking banged. So we'll see.
Honestly, I think his industrial sets are better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm still chasing the high of the Dungeon Synth one, so we'll see. But yeah, Uwada is black metal, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, that's actually a hell of a combo.
Yeah. They pair nicely.
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar energy, right?
Totally. Just one extreme to the next.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. But I have a lot of concerts this month, so I'm going to get like super burnt out, I think.
Yeah, well, it's not like you're also moving, so.
No, and working 2 jobs and setting up Dungeon Fest. Because I have this coming Friday, Death by Stereo.
Yeah, nice.
They're coming back. And then the following week, I've got Cancer Bats on Wednesday.
Oh, baby.
And then I've got Arch Spire. And I believe Crown Magnetar is playing with them, which I'm stoked about.
And what day are you actually moving on? The 25th?
24th, we get keys. So we have a week to parlay shit across the city.
Yep.
And then that Saturday, I've got Lorna Shore. And then that Monday,
oh, baby,
I've got Cattle Decapitation. So just a couple concerts in the month of moving. Should be fine. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Fucking seeing Lorna Shore live will be good.
Yeah. And then my buddy just got picked.
Just to see if Will actually has like a demon that pops out of him when he sings.
Right. My buddy went to go see them in the Netherlands and they fucking ripped. So he's very excited to see them here. They
are so good.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to slam the rest of the band, but it's really on Will.
Yeah. Like it's one of those things where they didn't pop off until Will, but like also the last singer was a piece of shit. So like, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I mean, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
But like, even if he wasn't a piece of shit, their stuff wasn't as good before Will.
No.
Like just facts.
Straight up.
Straight up, G.
And then my homie got us tickets for Angel Maker coming up. So that'll be a good one too.
That's in like middle of May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid-May.
And then you will sleep for a month.
No, I still have more concerts after that. I've also got Spectral Wound with Primitive Man. And then I've got Napalm Death. And then I'm going to go see Sextile as well.
Jesus. And that is all like before the end of May?
That's in the next 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Napalm Death and Sextile are in June, so.
Oh, you get a little reprieve.
Yeah.
It's not every third night that you're going to get your ears annihilated. Do you wear loops or something, Spooky?
No, I should though.
Yeah.
I had loops and then I lost them.
Oh, you lost them. So
at 3 inches of blood.
Then just at least put fucking cheap foam.
Yeah. Just
I say this as someone that is slightly older than you and shittier hearing. Please.
Someone send me some loops, preferably not used.
So one of the things I like to do is just like troll through Facebook Marketplace, specifically recently because I'm looking for like shitty Necrons.
But I know where you're going with
dude,
this.
that place fucking wilds out. And so I've seen like people trying to sell used loops.
Yeah, or like used in your headphones. Fucking gross.
Yeah. And like, it's not even like a steep discount because loops really aren't that expensive.
No.
And they have fucking sales on them all the time. So
Totally.
I'm like, okay, so you're giving me 15% off to have some like someone else's ear in my ear? Like, no.
Don't cross the streams, Vankman.
Oh, buddy. Fucking gross. But yeah, dude, Facebook Marketplace, just be wild and out.
Straight up. Yeah. I always get a kick. And like dealing with, it's one of those things where like sometimes it's better just to go through like a retailer. Like, yes, you may only get like 70% of what it's selling for, but you're saving yourself from dealing with Facebook Marketplace because sometimes that is just so fucking painful.
Yeah. So when we moved to Calgary from Edmonton, was when I was like, I got like real deep into like all minimalism, which if you are into our house ever, you're like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
But we had TVs everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like we had a TV in our bedroom that I don't think had been even turned on for 4 years. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, well, you should just have one there. So you put one up. It's like, but we never fucking used it.
Yeah.
So we're like, I think we sold like 3 TVs and I was selling them for like basically free, right? Like $80 to $100.
Yeah.
But you still get people that are like, well, will you deliver it? Like, no, I won't deliver
and
it.
you'll like write pickup only.
Yeah.
Yeah. This price or best offer.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you just get like the worst low ball where it's like, I'm not even going to entertain that. Like, why would you do this?
What's your best price? I put a price on it. You tell me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, the price is on it. I'm willing to look at offers. Yeah. Well, what's your best price? I mean, that's not how this works. I give you a number and then you still come lower. So no.
I will say that dealing with any like niche nerd hobby stuff on Facebook Marketplace
way easier.
It's such a better experience than dealing with anything a standard consumer would have.
Yeah.
Like I usually sell my phones when my contract's up.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's always sucks to deal with. It's always like a million questions. Sometimes it's a sketchy meetup and you're like, this sucks. I don't like this. But then like I drove over to Canmore to pick up my airbrush and it was like the nicest old dude ever. He's like, yeah, it was my daughter. She never fucking uses it.
Yeah.
It's been sitting here for 9 years. It's yours, boss. Yeah. Got a full I bought it for $100.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, the more niche it is, generally the easier that transaction is. But
totally.
oh boy, there's weird shit on there and there's even weirder people.
Yeah, honestly.
There's weird people on the internet and then you have to meet them in person to sell this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, cause even obviously I've sold approximately a metric fuck ton of photography equipment in my day. And that I've always just been like, so generally those people are okay, but I've always just done a public meetup.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm big on that one too. Anytime I've had to deal with like going to somebody's address always weirds me out. The odd time I'm fine if they come pick me up, like pick up from me.
Yeah.
But like that's situational. Like I've had people come up and purchase minis from my house.
Yeah.
That's fine. If I was going to do like a phone or something, I always get weirded out where it's like, they're going to come back and be like, hey, this doesn't work. Yeah. And now I know where you live. It's like, oh, that's gross. Yeah.
Yeah. So all like camera equipment, whatever. Cause like just because a lens works right now doesn't mean that it has something come up in the future.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we're just going to meet somewhere. Like we'll go to this public space.
Yeah. Let's
do this sketchy transaction. Yeah. Yeah. Cause people is weird and they don't need to know where I live.
That being said, I have been on the hunt for an old CRT for next to nothing. Cause I'm just waiting for that golden posting to be like, come pick up.
There was one that I was going to send you. It was like in Okotoks and it was $40 for like a 27 inch or something. Ooh,
yeah. I'm trying to stay around like 17, 19 inch.
Yeah.
I don't want anything crazy big. Cause like those big ones always have the biggest ass to them.
Oh yeah. Cause like those tube, like they're fucking huge
those
TVs.
Projos are huge. Yeah. So I want something small that can sit on a bookshelf.
Yeah.
Well, I say bookshelf, but like big fucking IKEA Calyx unit.
Yeah. I won. So when I first started at Sport Mart, like my first like retail job, they did a Christmas party and I won a 20-inch Sony Wega, like flat screen,
Sick.
but tube.
Yeah.
And it like, I had to take it out of the box to fit it into my car. And even then it was so like, it barely fit into my car. Yeah. They're fucking huge.
And the resale on those are crazy sometimes. So I saw some dude selling a Trinitron for $800. I'm like, man, really? This is like 30, 40-year-old TV. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And a lot of that is just like, people think like just because it has the Trinitron name that it's the good ones, but there's only like, there's 2 or 3 that still garner real money. And the other ones are just another TV.
Yeah, straight up. And like, I don't need anything fancy. I'll take a Sanyo. I don't care. I just want something that's got the dome and is small.
Yeah. I mean, and those Sanyos and Citizens and like, there was a bunch of like cheaper TVs that you'll find one. It'll pop up eventually.
I'm doing it for the hobby aesthetic. I just want a CRT playing fucking videos.
We're just doing it for the vibes. We just vibe,
That's right.
baby.
I just want that white noise while I paint. That'd be great. Speaking of which, I totally forgot a couple things.
Well, it is the podcast. That's what happens.
Would it be a podcast if I didn't forget to talk about shit that happened? So I wrapped up 2-year-long D&D 5th edition game.
Oh, yeah.
And honestly, it's kind of underwhelming, the ending of a lot of the WotC 5th edition stuff. Especially because it takes so fucking long to play.
It takes forever, and then all the endings are functionally the same.
Yeah, so that kind of fell flat. But like we're still happy we did it because we were so far into it that there was no turning back.
Yeah, so that was I guess that was my first question is like, was it like you guys were all just done and so you finished it, or did you work your way through the whole thing?
We worked our way through the whole thing, but like we were getting around the 1.5 year mark, and I was like, I'm so done with 5th edition. I don't want to play 5th edition anymore. Yeah. So we finally we're like, well, we're so close, we'll finish it. So it took us another 6 months, and we did.
Just another 33%.
We're like, we only got like a chapter and a half left. How long could it be?
Never ask that question.
So my buddy Ashton started doing a Starfinder campaign, which I've done Pathfinder a few times. I tried DMing 1st and 2nd edition. I hated it both times. Yep. I played 1st edition once. And
Pathfinder.
I did enjoy playing it.
I would say that it's better to play than to DM.
Yes. So Starfinder is its own beast because like you get 2 different ACs. One's for energy weapons, one's for kinetic weapons and stuff.
Okay,
like that. So it's still like crunchy as hell. But he's doing Mechageddon, which is a campaign supplement that is just Pacific Rim but Starfinder.
Yeah.
And so for that, I have a ton of Battletech and Flames Orion minis that I have already painted up. So he's happy that he gets to use those for just doing monster encounters and combat and stuff. But I had this special Battletech mini that was like only available in loot boxes that you could buy. Or no, it was a special one that got released as its own thing. Yeah. Called a Blood Asp. And it's like a really cool silhouetted looking mech.
It is very neat looking, yeah.
So I finally had a reason to paint this up because I created a goblin character, Slow Bad Afterburner.
I fucking love this.
And he is a mechanic, so he's got very high engineering, but he's also, so you pick a profession, which there's 100 of them. So I picked engineer, and then you pick a theme, which is like what your character does.
Yeah.
So I picked vid gamer. So because he's a goblin. So I painted up this mech, and I just did slap chop, did a gray, and I picked out some panels with color. So I picked a goblin green and a nice orange red. And then I hit the whole thing with Tamiya panel liner, just covered that bitch. And then I just did a bit of reductive technique, and I blasted it with Ultramat.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out really good.
It does. It's cool. It's very cool.
And it was super quick and easy. But then I've got the whole party making their minis on Hero Forge now. Yeah. So I printed 3 of them. So I did my guy and 2 others, and just waiting for the rest of the party to finish. Yeah. But I think it's the first time that I've done minis for everybody for their campaign. And that's cool. It feels really cool. Yeah. Much more immersive.
And dude, Hero Forge has so much shit on it now.
Oh, it's crazy the amount of stuff you can do. Like you can get your character's head pre-painted, put into a D20. Yeah. Which is nuts.
Yeah. Kind of cool, kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Which is, what we could say for just about everything that we do.
Yeah. Straight up. Nerd.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Put your head down. You're falling asleep, Halen.
She's just an eepy girl. Do you an eepy girl? Just like, don't look at me, father.
So eepy. I will kick your ass. Yes. I will beat you down. Okay, well, spooky.
Yeah.
Do you have some final thoughts for us?
Oh, dude. Fuck.
That's an excellent final thought.
Chase the fucking ADD dragon wherever it goes. Check out Angine de Poitrine if you haven't already, because that shit is the fucking barbecue sauce on my ADD right now of music. I don't know. Do the weird shit with your friends. Go out, have fun, try new things. You know the deal. What about you?
Play them games Play them games.
Play them games.
My main thing is, which I've said many, many times, but don't worry about making something quote unquote good. Just make something interesting. And so remember, use gouache or oil paints or what the fuck ever. But yeah, like don't be looking at like professional painters that paint
what a bitch
that Yeah, Halen just fucking clawed my leg, but good. Yeah, don't be looking at professional painters that paint something for 100 hours and think that's the standard that you need to do for a whole army. Nah, just make something that looks interesting.
Find what you're good at and circle in on it.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes it unique at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, on that note, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
We will see you actually in 2 weeks. And yeah, we love you. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.